Every night at exactly 11:40 p.m., Rohit parked his delivery bike outside a tiny tea shop and opened the same old backpack. Inside it, not food, books. While the city slept, he studied under a flickering streetlight wearing the same dusty uniform he worked in all day. People laughed at him sometimes, but 3 years later, those same people couldn't believe where he ended up. Rohit never had the perfect conditions people talk about online. No rich family, no quiet study room, no expensive coaching. At 19 years old, he worked food delivery almost 12 hours a day just to help his parents pay rent. Every day looked exhausting. Traffic, heat, rude customers, constant pressure. By night, his body felt completely destroyed. But deep down, Rohit carried one dangerous dream. He wanted a better life. Not luxury, just dignity. The issue wasn't intelligence. Rohit was actually smart. The problem was exhaustion. After working all day, studying felt impossible. Some nights he opened books and fell asleep within minutes. Other nights he questioned everything. What's the point? People with better resources still fail. Maybe this life is all I'll ever have. That mindset nearly broke him, because when life becomes difficult enough, people stop dreaming to protect themselves from disappointment, and slowly, Rohit started doing the same. One evening during heavy rain, Rohit delivered food to a luxury apartment building. A guy around his age opened the door wearing expensive clothes while laughing with friends behind him. Music, gaming setup, comfort. The guy barely looked at Rohit while taking the order, but something about that moment stayed in Rohit's head all night. Not jealousy, perspective. Because for the first time, he realized how different people's starting points truly were. And honestly, that hurt. A lot. Later that night, Rohit returned home exhausted and frustrated. His father quietly noticed, then asked, "You thinking about quitting?" Rohit stayed silent. His father smiled weakly before saying, "Son, poor people can't afford to stop believing." That sentence changed him completely, because it was true. Hope was the only thing keeping him moving forward. From that night onward, Rohit became obsessed with consistency. Not motivation, consistency. Even if he studied only 2 hours, he studied. Even if he felt tired, he showed up. Every single night after work, he sat at the same tea shop studying while bikes passed by endlessly. People mocked him sometimes. "Bro thinks he'll become an officer. Just enjoy life." But Rohit understood something important. Most people laugh at discipline because it reminds them of their own excuses, so he ignored them and kept going. Then came the exam year. Pressure became unbearable. Rohit slept barely 5 hours daily. His body felt destroyed constantly. One night he genuinely broke down while studying alone. He stared at his notebook and whispered, "I can't do this anymore." For 10 full minutes, he considered giving up completely. Then he looked at his delivery bag sitting beside the chair, and suddenly he imagined himself doing the same job forever. Same exhaustion, same struggle, same survival mode. That fear pulled him back, because sometimes people don't change because of inspiration. They change because staying the same becomes terrifying. Months later, Rohit sat refreshing the exam results page repeatedly with shaking hands. Then finally, selected. Silence. He couldn't even process it immediately. His mother started crying first. His father quietly sat down and covered his face. And Rohit? He just stared at the screen thinking about every single night he studied under that streetlight while the world slept. Every sacrifice suddenly felt worth it. A lot of people believe success belongs only to the lucky, the talented, the privileged, the naturally gifted. But sometimes success belongs to the person who simply refused to quit quietly. That was Rohit. No perfect life, no shortcuts, no magic. Just painful consistency repeated for years. And maybe that's why this story matters. Because somewhere tonight, someone feels stuck because life feels unfair. And honestly, sometimes life is unfair. But unfair doesn't mean impossible. Because even the slowest progress can completely change a life. If you keep moving long enough.